This is Robin from Houston. How you doing?
I'm doing good. From Houston. Yeah, the 601 area code. What's on your mind?
Hey, I just wanted to say, going back to the Betsy DeVos confirmation, I'm a teacher, and I just was completely, I was watching it during lunch, the confirmation was during lunch, and I knew it was going to go through, but, there was still that little bit of hope holding out, and going to the Republicans who all they did was side with the party lines. I don't want to hear anything from them ever again, especially John McCain. All these people who are saying that they listen to all of their constituents.
Right.
There is not one constituent who called them and said, "Hey, we want this lady." No one wanted this lady, and I'm really upset with John McCain because if you go back, remember about 8 years ago, he was all kowtowing about how he would go against the party line if he had to because he's a maverick. He's a maverick. He is no maverick. He went with the party line because this lady donated to him and everyone else $200 million. So I feel like there should be a campaign, and I know it's years down the line, but a campaign against him, showing how he's a maverick. No, he's not a maverick. Just completely have him saying, I'm a maverick, but just completely show how false that is, and it needs to be that with every single Republican, just get them all out of office as best we can to show them how much they lie and how much they say we're doing it for you. But in fact, when it came down to it, all they cared about was staying in power.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it is, and that's all it's ever been. Thanks so much for the call. That's all they have ever done is do whatever is necessary to hold their grip on power. And they're willing to ignore their constituents. They need these donations from people like Betsy DeVos. They have a debt. This is a direct example of why money needs to get out of politics, because they have a debt to pay to the DeVos family, whatever, DeVos, whatever. How could they vote against her? How could they vote against her when they've all received tens of thousands of dollars from them? Over the family over the years has given over almost 200 million, I think I heard you say. That's insane. They have purchased their way right into the position that profits them. This is not just like an ambassadorship, right? This is placing Betsy DeVos into a role that she would profit from, undermining the interests of public education. She has business interests that would benefit from the privatization of our public system. So, this has been an investment for her and her family over the years. And here we are now at the point where she is now the the Secretary of the Department of Education. Let's see, it will be, possibly 4 years, even if we take back the House and the Senate. Some of the decisions that Donald Trump is making is going to last. The ramification is going to reach so far beyond the next 4 years, which really goes back to what I was saying. We're going to have to rebuild some key agencies, key concepts, just the basics. We're going to have to rebuild America just to undo the damage that Donald Trump is doing within the first few weeks. And always remember that the people who are 100% in lockstep, despite his authoritarian leanings, despite his onslaught on states' rights, on particular issues, despite his ruling by edict, all the things that they accuse Barack Obama of doing, they are happy as, I don't know, they're happy as they could possibly be to be able to implement their draconian conservative policies, no matter how much it undermines the Constitution, individual liberty, and states' rights. They don't care. They want their agenda at all costs, which shows you we are at the point where we cannot rationalize with them. We cannot play with them. We cannot reason with them. We have to beat them. And when we beat them, we have to beat them so badly that the Overton window shifts back to the left, where the real debate would exist between progressives and neoliberals. Let that be the Overton window. That should be the range of our discourse in the United States, because this extreme conservatism is so detrimental to the progress of humanity in general and America in specific that it should not even be up for consideration. And this is another example of them trying to show strength with their ideology, that over time it should represent blowback against their ideology. They're implementing everything they believe in as fast and quickly as they possibly can. And so now we should expose America to how dangerous their ideology really is by talking to our neighbors, talking to your family, going to talk to the people who did not vote. I'm going to say it every night. Go door to door, go to your barbershop, go to your church, go to your beauty salon, go to your friend's house. Talk to the people who did not vote and show them how much of a threat conservatism is to the United States. And let's put them out of power as quickly as we possibly can and beat them in such a spectacular way that they're not even in the conversation anymore. And then we get back to the debate between progressivism and neoliberalism.
The Benjamin Dixon Show is only possible with listener support. Go to www.thebenjamindixonshow.com to register for our blog, join the Progressive Army, and support The Benjamin Dixon Show. It's Ben Dixon! If you like this episode, be sure to share, like, and subscribe.
Consider becoming a Patreon. Go to www.patreon.com/The BPD Show and support The Benjamin Dixon Show.